Hello everyone. My name is Diane Biddle. I'm the full-time computer information systems professor at the Gettysburg campus and also at the virtual campus. My office is in room 140B at the Gettysburg campus. If ever you're on the campus, please stop by and look me up. This video, let me back up a little bit. I'm sorry. I have over 20 years experience in teaching in the classroom and also online, and I could try to continue to improve my courses. I ask that each one of you performs an evaluation at the end of class. If you ever have any suggestions for improvement, please, I'm always open to make improvements for your success. This video is going to describe how I have my courses set up, and they're all set up the same way. It doesn't matter if you're taking my intermediate access database class, my intermediate Excel spreadsheet class, or my introduction to business software class. But I'd like to begin by showing what you see in front of me is my current courses for the fall 2019. And I'm just going to show you how I have my classes set up in D2L. So I'm going to open up my intermediate access class and open up to the home page. Now I have a very simple navigational button across the top. You're not going to see a lot of extra buttons. These are the only buttons that I want you to possibly click. I have an updates here which just tells you if you have any emails or news postings or discussion postings. I then have a Start Content widget set up at the top here. This I will eventually move to the bottom of your home screen because after the first week or two, you have already completed this and started the assignments that are there. Below the Start Here widget, you will see your news postings. So eventually that will then be put, after the second week, you'll see this be moved to the top of your home page. And this is the welcome video that you're looking at right now. Off to the right, I have my contact and help information with my name, information, and all various other help information. And then below that, I have a calendar with due dates. Now I'm going to go over the content of a chapter of a course, and there is two ways to access the assignments that you're going to be performing to earn points towards your grades. One is through the calendar. However, as much as I can work and figure this out, I can't get my assignments listed on the calendar in the order I want you to take them. So please just use this calendar so that you can see the items that are due. To launch the actual activities, I want you to move up to content. Now, once again, just let me review. After the first week or two, you're going to see the news bulletin at the top, and I'm also going to move this contact and help information below. And so you'll definitely have the due dates at the top too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the content. And my view is going to look slightly different than yours because I'm in an instructor view. But we have various modules at the top. First of all, I have an overview. This describes the course and its learning outcomes that we expect you to successfully complete when you complete this course. Then we have our Start Here Welcome module, in which I have a little welcome page for you to read. The course syllabus is included. I have a video on how to enroll in the SimNet course, and all you technically have to do is just click this link, McGraw-Hill SimNet, and enter your user ID or password if you've used McGraw before. If you haven't used McGraw-Hill before, create a username and password. Voila, you don't need an access code because you paid a fee with this course, so you're instantly provided all the assignments and an e-textbook for this class. Once you do that, I'd like you to click the System Requirements and Browser setting. This is a SimNet little software that checks your home computer to make sure that all your settings and browser settings and pop-ups are set appropriately. If they're not, they're going to say, click the link to fix them. So please do that. Next in the welcome page, I have a guide on overview of how to use SimNet, how you would look at using the Sim book, Sim projects, and I created a short video just to show you how to download and upload the files in the projects using SimNet. Lastly then, in this example for this class, you have this is my intermediate access class, and this is not for all classes, but just this class. I like to provide you with your final project. You have a huge project. You don't have a final exam in my access class. You have a final project. So I like to give you those instructions and grading rubric up front so you can be thinking about it. We won't start work. You won't be assigned any groups until week 4. You don't have any assignments due for this until after chapter 7, and then you're provided the last 2 weeks of the semester to actually complete that project. And I also have a help link. Now, that's the Start Here module. I'm now just going to click one of the next chapter modules, and they're typically listed by chapter on the left-hand side. So in this example, I'm going to come to access chapter 1. And this is broken down into an overview section where you're going to see the learning outcomes, your objectives, and your assessment activities. I provide a PowerPoint that you can easily browse through. It won't take you long. If you do open it up and download it, please take note to read the notes section of that for any additional explanations. It's not a video PowerPoint. It's just a quick reference of an overview of the chapter. I provide key videos on some of the key assignments within the chapter. So in this example, I once again provided you the download upload file for projects in SimNet. Okay, but here's a database concept video, and here's a blank, how to create a blank database. So those are just quick videos. All my videos are less than 5 minutes long, but I pick key topics in every chapter that I just want to enhance. Then you come down to your activities, and here is where I want you to launch each activity. So you're going to start out with doing the Sim book, and the Sim book is going to open up. You have different skills in the Sim book. It describes the skill, and then you have an activity that says, let me try. You click the let me try, you perform that correctly, you move on to the next skill. You do earn points towards a grade by completing your Sim book. In this course, I also have you complete a Sim path. Some courses I do not. Some courses I have you do a lesson. Some courses I have, but in this example is a Sim path. So this is the order that I recommend you complete your assignments. So you would be doing your Sim book, your Sim path, then you have your projects, and lastly is in this class, or in this chapter, in the class and chapter, you have your chapter 1 exam. Please review your syllabus so you can see exactly how many points each one of these assignments is and what they're worth. Okay, and then at the end of every chapter, I have a checklist for you to look at, and you can take a look at it and you can check off the items, so that way you know exactly which items you did and which items you did not do. And that's it in a nutshell. Every chapter is set up that way. I like to keep it nice and simple, organized, and uniform. Now, as for communications, we have the email, discussion, and class list. You use the class list to see if any of your colleagues are working on their class at the same time. You can email each other or email myself. I prefer you to use your discussions to introduce yourself, ask any miscellaneous questions, and then within each chapter, ask the questions and post them. You will be using your grade list here to always go into your grades, and you'll be able to look at your grade book. In CIS 140, I have a few assignments using the Dropbox, so make sure that, for an example, let me come back to content here. If I go down to Chapter 2 and over to activities, I actually have set up, I created an activity called Key Terms, and you'll be reading this terminology document. You'll be watching my key video, and then you'll be performing a key project just within D2L, not using the SimNet software at all. And that is our course. That is the class in a nutshell. I am looking forward to working with you. I am online a lot of time of the day, so please don't hesitate to ask any questions, and I'm really looking forward to teaching you this semester.